Good day. This is the 14th video tutorial on Designer program. In today's program, we'll look at how arbitrary candles can be built from ticks. Ticks are trades on a selected instrument according to which all candles are plotted. In order to download the market data on ticks, the following is required. Select the instrument for which you want to download data. Select the period for which we want to download data. Turn on ticks. Click on Start. Select the source. Click OK. After the market data is downloaded, check them by clicking once on the instrument. As you can see, the market data for the selected period has been downloaded. Let's create a new strategy and rename it. Select cubes in the palette, variable, candles, and chart panel, and by connecting them, we will create the simplest schema for building candles. Enter the candle's cube settings. All candles by default are based on ticks. Also, in case of unavailability of tick data, it is possible to plot them using other sources. For example, when working with the Forex market, due to the lack of information on trades, candles can be built on the base of the order book. With that, the information for building. It can be taken based on the spread, while the value will be taken as an average between best sell and best buy. Clear the fields. There are three modes for building candles: loading and building, loading, building. Consider these modes: loading and building mode. In this mode, candle data is loaded and missing data is completed based on ticks. Select a period for plotting. Set up the instrument on which we will build a chart. Click on Start. In the right window, a candle chart of a 5-minute time frame is built. Enter the candle's cube settings and set the mode, Build. Click on Start. In this mode, candles are not loaded but are built based on ticks. In this regard, the speed of building candles is much lower than in the previous case. After plotting, double-click on the chart window to scale it. We see the same candle chart is built. Go to the settings of the candle cube and select the mode Loading. Click on Start. The chart is instantly built. In this mode, the candles are loaded ready-made. If there is no data for any candle, then it skips. Enter the candle's cube settings. And let's see how you can build candles with the time frame needed by the user. Select the required candles and set the time frame equal to 30 seconds. Click on Start. We will build a candle chart. Scale it up. Let's build a candle chart with a 3-second time frame. Enter the settings. And similarly, set the time frame to 3 seconds. Click on Start. Also, a candle chart with a 3-second time frame is built. Thus, you can set, build, and test strategies on candles with the time frame you need. Let's take a look at how volume candles are built. To do this, enter the candle cube settings and select the volume candle type. These candles are generated until the total volume of trades is exceeded. If the new trade exceeds the allowable volume, then it falls into a new candle. Specify the total volume of candles, for example, 100. And click on Start. With that, candles are generated on the basis of ticks. Let's change the total volume of one candle and see how the chart changes. Stop the strategy. And in the settings, we will specify the total volume equal to 10,000. Let's start the strategy. As you can see, the size of candles has changed. The chart displays candles built based on the volume of trades we specified. Now, let's look at how you can build a range candle or price range candles. Enter the settings and select Range Candle. Each new candle is created if a trade appears, the price of which is out of range. The allowable limit is set each time based on the price of the first trade. Set the allowable limit to 10 and start the strategy. As you can see, candles are not built due to the large value of the limit. Change it. Stop the strategy and set the limit to 1 in the settings. Let's run it again. So the strategy builds candles. Sometimes it is necessary to build candles with a large time frame and for a long period. Change the strategy period. Let's demonstrate this with candles with a time frame of 25 minutes. Enter the settings and specify the time frame, 25 minutes. The building of such candles from ticks can take a lot of time due to the fact that several thousand trades can take place over a long time, and accordingly, the building time increases. Click on Start. It can be seen that the building speed of such candles is very low. Stop the strategy. To increase the building speed, in the candle cube, you can select the smaller time frame mode. This mode allows you to build candles of large time frames based on candles with small time frames. This increases the building speed. Click on Start. As you can see, the building is almost instant. This allows you to reduce the cost of the user's time and make work more convenient. An important point when building candles from ticks is that with such a building, the candles receive not only the values of the open, close, high, and low prices, also the candle gets the fifth parameter, the candle volume parameter. To find this parameter and plot it on the chart, use the converter cube. In the converter settings, we will specify the candle data type, and in the properties, you can select the candle volume value that we need, volume when closing the candle, volume at opening, and maximum and minimum. Select the volume when closing the candle. In order to display the volume value on the chart, we will use the indicator cube. In the settings, select the SMA moving average indicator and set the period to 1. This indicator calculates the arithmetic average of all values for the selected periods. Accordingly, if the period is equal to 1, the arithmetic mean will be equal to the value for one period. Connect the cubes. Let's take another chart panel cube, since the scale of the charts is different, and display the volume value on the chart. Click on Start. We now have a candle chart, and in the second window, a volume chart. It shows the volume of trades for each candle at the time of its closing. This chart is useful for some users who trade based on changes in the volume of trades. It is also convenient for obtaining information about the volume of trades. When testing and debugging strategies, the user can perform up to hundreds of strategy iterations. When using the range and volume of candles and debugging, this procedure can take a significant time period because strategy will have to build these candles from ticks from time to time. To reduce overall build and test time, you can use the Hydra program. It generates candles based on downloaded trades and allows you to save data in text formats. Designer program can use this data, not building, but loading ready-made candles. Demonstrate how to do this. Open the Hydra program, enter the Candles menu. Set up the period for which we need candles. Select an instrument. Configure the candle type. For example, range candles with a price limit of 1. Select a source for building, for example, ticks. Select the path to the data storage. Click on the magnifier button. So, the candles are built to save and use them in the future. Select Save Built Item. Select the path on which the data is stored, and click OK. The Save bar displays the progress. To see a graphical representation of candles, click on the Show Candles button. A candle chart will appear, as well as a volume chart. Check if the data is saved by Setting Mode. Do not build. If the data remained unchanged, then everything was successful. Back to Designer program. Build candles based on Hydra program data. In the settings of the Range Candles cube, specify candles with the price limit equal to 1. Remove unnecessary checkmarks. Clean the screen from unnecessary cubes. And start the strategy. As you can see, candles take a very long time to build. Stop the strategy. And configure the path to the data storage of the Hydra program. Select an instrument for building candles. Select the network storage where data about range candles is stored. Check if the storage contains the data we need for building candles. Let's move on to the strategy. Select the path to the storage. Set the period and click on Start. As you can see, the chart is built much faster. Loading ready-made candles saved in network storage by Hydra program. Thus, you can reduce the time for debugging. Stop building and see how you can build a volume profile chart. It can be used to determine the maximum volume within each candle and its cost. Clear the chart window. Let's build 5-minute candles, and on their example, consider the concept of volume profile. In the candle settings in the volume profile item, set a checkmark. By the volume profile, you can track what volume and at what price was traded within one candle, and see the maximum volume. Click on Start. After building a candle chart, enter the settings of the chart window, and in the Style item, meet the Cluster Profile Display mode. Candles will be displayed on the chart. Increase them. The horizontal lines indicate the volume within one candle and the price at which it was sold. The red lines indicate the maximum volume within one candle. It is displayed in the right corner of the window when you hover over a line. Thus, the trading volume and prices can be determined. That's all. Thanks. Goodbye.